Raw Story is reporting on some incredible abuses by law enforcement officials in Oklahoma. So this is specifically in regards to civil asset forfeiture. This is something that we've discussed before. They say the following, quote, officials in Oklahoma have used property seized from suspects to pay down student loans and live rent-free for years, state auditors found. Whoa. So they're just stealing money and then using it for their own shit. That's what we learned today. There was speculation about that in the past, and few examples of that in the past. Here, it's proven. We know. They do civil asset forfeiture, they take money, they take somebody's property, and then they use it for themselves. Pay off student loans, live rent-free for years. They took the house of somebody who they alleged was a drug dealer, and then they lived in it. Somebody lived in it. You cannot do that! You cannot do that. So there's a Republican legislator, credit to this guy, named Kyle Loveless, who proposed a bill to stop asset forfeitures until after a conviction. So all these are done, of course, before a conviction. And the police lost it, and they started protesting vigorously. Everybody's like, why are you so against this? Well, we know why they're so against it, because they're stealing it and using it for their own good. So they said that they needed to be able to do it to stop drug trafficking and the money involved. But here's what's really going on. They explain, quote, a 2009 audit from an assistant district attorney for Beaver, Cimarron, Harper, and Texas counties had been living rent-free in a house seized 5 years earlier, even after a judge ordered the building to be sold at auction. Another audit in 2014 found that an assistant district attorney for Washington and Nowata counties had used $5,000 in seized cash to make student loan payments and tried to justify the payments as reimbursements for later work prosecuting drug cases. Oklahoma Watch examined audits from 2007 and 2014 and found at least a dozen cases where forfeited cash, guns, and vehicles went missing or were never inventoried. Wow. So they basically just steal the money and steal the assets and keep it. And then, get this, cherry on top. Under Senate Bill 838, forfeiture actions could not be brought against property owners until a criminal case was opened and seized funds would go into the state's general revenue fund. So do you understand what that means? When they take it, unless and until they file criminal charges against you, you have no recourse. So they can, if they take your shit and they decide, we're not going to file any charge against you, we're just going to steal your shit, then you have no way, it's not even theoretically possible to get back your stuff. Because they just took it, and all they have to say to you is, trial pending, charges pending. That's all they have to do. And if they never actually bring a trial, which they won't, they just keep your shit. Stop and think about what this is. No hyperbole, no over-the-top rhetoric here. Very simply, what we're dealing with is, we have legalized law enforcement officials to rob people. That's it. That's exactly what we have here. We've legalized an overclass of people. They got to do whatever the fuck they want. So if they look at you and they suspect that you might or might not be involved in the drug trade, they just take your shit. That's it. And then if they don't file charges against you, they get to keep your shit. Say, oh, we need this for an investigation. That's what it is. What investigation? You just went there and you took somebody's shit. There's no investigation. You just did a shakedown. You just robbed people. For all the fucking corrupt backwards cops out there, just because you wear a badge does not mean you're right. If you do the same shit that criminals do, but you wear a badge when you're doing it, it doesn't make you better. If anything, it makes you worse. It makes you worse because people have put their trust in you. The taxpayers pay you. The government has given you a responsibility. And instead of upholding the law, you are violating the law as you claim that you are upholding the law. At least when a criminal does a criminal action, he doesn't say as he's doing it, well, this is me doing the right thing and me upholding the law. No. But that's what you do. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. We gave you this ability where you're the law enforcement officials. You're the people that keep orders. You're the people that protect and serve. We gave you that position and you did the exact opposite with us. You were shaking people down. You were robbing their shit and you were fucking keeping it. You were keeping it. That's no different. If anything, like I said, it's worse than somebody who breaks into somebody's house and just robs their shit. Okay, you have a badge, you think it makes it better, it does not make it better. So this is absolutely grotesque. These laws need to be changed Immediately. Immediately. There is no gray area in this debate. There's no like, well, maybe 1% of the time it's not them just fucking robbing people and they're doing something decent with it. No. You have legalized a system where they are robbing people and they are keeping the shit. So now that you know that system exists, you have to fix it. This is ridiculous. This is how dictatorships act, guys. Again, that's not hyperbole. How the fuck do you think a dictatorship functions? One person has all the control. Who are they going to appoint to all the different positions of power? People who are their buddies. They'll stack the judiciary with people who are their buddies, the law enforcement officials in the military, in their cabinet, everybody just be people that are loyal to them. And then when somebody's loyal to you and they're your buddy, and you have all the power and everybody's underneath you, they know, hey, wink, nod, you got to do whatever the fuck you want. Don't go too crazy, but every once in a while you want to shake somebody down, you want to take some money, you want to do some fucked up shit. I'm not going to crack down on you. You're on my team. This is how dictatorships historically have functioned. Now we've made that legal. Now we've made that legal in the United States of America. You need to fix this. It's ridiculous it exists as it does right now. There are no two sides. Get rid of it immediately. Federal legislation, and put all these sons of bitches in jail for a very long time.